Hey, welcome to Leaving CrazyTown with Finn and Sarah. What are we going to talk about today, Sarah?
We're going to talk about a very important topic tonight. And we're going to address the biggest, most common question slash confusion of our fans and audience. And what is that question, Finn?
Why is Finn's Bitmo blue? Why
People
everyone
are-
is so concerned about my Bitmo, I do not know. We've had people ask if I'm depressed because I'm
Yes.
blue. We've had publicity people tell us you can't be blue on Bitmo, Finn, because it's going to confuse people. And people need to know why you're blue and so forth. So I
Yes,
considered changing it, but I love my Bitmo and I'm not changing it. It's
that's
just me.
right. And there's a reason.
So yeah, we thought we'd talk today about why is my Bitmo blue and how it relates to codependency.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
critical.
So
Critical.
so critical. So I know back before I transitioned to Finn, I found the Bitmo to be fun. It was a way to express myself. I got to create a male Bitmo, even though I was presenting female in the world. And what made that a little easier for me, and I was a little fearful of people's judgments, was to make my Bitmo blue. Like, I'm a blue guy. So I wasn't really like a man, I was like an alien, a blue guy. And it gave me the freedom to express myself. Have you ever had like this? You see people who are very conservative looking, but their Bitmos have mohawks or
Right.
they have earrings, or guys who don't have beards sometimes will put beards on it. Some people make their Bitmo look like themselves, and other people, I think, make their Bitmo look like what they would like to express out in the world, but they're not able to yet. And for me, it was a way to freely express who I was before I was ready to actually become that in the world.
Yes. And why is
And
that critical?
and blue is my favorite color.
And blue is your favorite color. Okay. And how we're relating this to codependency to me is so significant because we've talked a lot about when you're in active codependency from fear, one of the huge consequences of that is a lack of self-expression and a lack of doing, saying, feeling what you want. So Finn was we were talking about the example of, say you want to cut your hair, but you don't cut your hair because of what other people would think, but you really want short hair. I mean, these seem like small things, but they add up. So the fact that Finn is keeping his Bitmo blue and it's his self-expression, to me, is part of codependency recovery. It's doing something, expressing your full self, identifying as who you really want to be. And to me, that is critical.
Yeah. And I know, like, I hear women say it all the time, like, I would love to cut my hair, but my husband doesn't like short hair, or this or that, or, oh, I'd love to wear such and such, but
Yes.
I don't, won't fit my whatever. But I just say, like, find whatever way you can to express yourself in small ways. For me, it was like baby steps, right? I wasn't
Yes.
able to fully express that I was transgender or come out as Finn, but I did it in baby steps. Like, first in my Bitmo, then I talked to my friends about it. It brought up conversations that we could talk
Yes.
about, and then eventually I was able to sort of step in the world as myself. But I'm not about to paint myself blue, because that would just plain old be ridiculous. And when I showed up to work, they're going to be like, oh, what, now you're transitioning to an alien or something? And that's just not going to fly.
But I think this is just so awesome because I really think, I mean, the whole core we talk about a lot. Someone asked me last night in a group, what's the definition of codependency? And of course, there's a number of definitions if you Google it. My definition is really the inability to be who you want to be. And that's exactly what we're talking about today is what are some things we're going to ask you guys? What are some ways you are being or not being that you wish you could change, but you're not changing because you're afraid your friends won't like it or your husband or wife won't like it? Are you in a job you hate? Are you in a relationship where you're not happy? What else, bud? Are you
Anything,
not
like, I would say
anything?
those are like huge things. Start with little
Yes,
things.
start
Like,
with small things.
are you
Good
not
point.
wearing the shoes you want to wear? Are you wearing heels because it's expected of you, but your feet are uncomfortable? You'd rather wear
Oh,
sneakers or flats, or Like me, I like to be barefoot,
Yes.
flip-flops or whatever. Like, is there something small that you could look at? I like the big
Yes.
thing, like, am I in a job or a marriage
I
I
know.
don't like?
Okay.
Those are scary.
Great
Like,
point.
let's
Dial
take
me
little
down.
baby steps. Baby
Okay.
steps is
Dial me.
like, well, not because
You're
I don't take
right.
big steps today, but they all
No, you're
start with
right.
baby steps. And the more
You're
you get
absolutely right.
confident saying, hey, this is me, I'm my blue Bitmo, and then the next step is you can talk about it. They're just little things you could do.
Yes. Are you fully expressing who you want to express? And if you're not, why not? Like, what is the fear? What are you worried about? Are you worried about what other people are going to think, losing people? Like, what is really the fear about? And I would start, like Finn says, start with something small so then you can kind of walk yourself through it and notice what happens. Does it make you feel good? Does it make you feel scared? Does it make you anxious? Or does it really feel like you're expressing more of who you are?
Is there something in your life, Sarah, that you're not expressing the way you wish you could?
It's funny you said that. Not right this second, but I was thinking when I turned 60 that I did cut all my hair off. And I know hair is like a huge thing. And every time we talk about hair on this podcast, people comment about hair trauma. So I remember feeling totally liberated. I cut my hair super short. I slicked it back and it was awesome. And I loved it for a while. And I will think about that though. I will think about, is there anything I'm not expressing right now? I'm pretty self-expressed and I pretty much do what I want. And that's what it is really too, is it's like, are you doing what you really want to do on a daily basis? I mean, obviously you have commitments, but that's another thing. Like doing things just for others rather than for yourself is huge.
Yeah, and that's the expression stuff too, like
Yes.
because you're influenced by others. I'm pretty self-expressed at this point too. I have no problem. No flies out of my mouth left and right, or like I literally do what I want to do. And I'm not,
Yes.
it'll be uncomfortable to make a small change even, but they build on themselves, and your self-confidence and being yourself grows as you take
Yes.
these baby steps. So I would
Yes.
just, pick a couple of things. Maybe,
Yes.
maybe even if you're not going to be with people, like say you want to wear something different or wear your hair different or do something different, hop in the car, go on a thing by yourself, but do it different. Like
Yes.
gradually get out in the world. It's easier, I think, to express yourself around strangers than it is to express yourself around the people you know at first. So maybe
Really good
get
point.
comfortable yourself. Yeah. All
Really
right.
good point.
We're out of
All
here.
right.
You
So
guys
we're
have
out of
this.
here.
Come on. Like
Fasten your seatbelt.
be
Do
yourself.
something new this week. Be yourself. We love
Be
you.
a blue Bitmo. Come on now. Embrace it.
Embrace
shirtless.
it.
Nobody asks why I'm shirtless. They just ask why I'm blue. I mean,
We
come
forgot
on.
to even address the shirtless thing. Okay. Another joy moment.
We don't need to address that. It's just who wants to wear clothes. I mean, come on.
Fasten your seatbelt. We love
We're
you.
out
We're
of
out of
here.
here.